Hey worship vocalists. So I've gotten a few requests for the song Sea of Victory, so I want to give you a few tips for the chorus and bridge, and specifically the later part of the bridge where that melody jumps up. If you have found yourself pushing and straining to hit these high notes, or maybe you feel like you're hitting them but you're like barely holding on for dear life and your voice feels tired afterwards, you're not alone. It's many of you, because many of you have written to me about this song saying, please help. What I want you to do later is watch yourself in a mirror or open up your phone camera or whatever. What you'll probably see is something like this. I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory, for the battle belongs to you, Lord. You take what the enemy meant for evil. Mouth super small and super wide, spread out to the side. That wide mouth shape is so inefficient for the voice. It's inefficient for the vocal cords to be making the adjustments that they need to be making, as especially as we move into our higher range. And it's inefficient for our resonance, for getting into that mix, that blend of resonance that we need for a contemporary sound and a powerful sound in our high range. So what we're gonna do is two things. Firstly, and if this is the only thing that you take away from this video, that's fine. This is so important. We're gonna narrow our mouth, okay? Because what we wanna do is create as consistent and similar a shape inside our mouth as possible as we sing these lyrics, okay? So we're gonna narrow our mouth the whole time so our mouth doesn't go ee like this, okay? Secondly, and this goes along with the narrow mouth, is we're going to make some modifications to our vowels, okay? Vowel modification is something that I teach in my courses, so if you haven't taken Discover Your Voice and Master Your Voice, I highly encourage you to do so. I have a lesson specifically called The Art of Singing Vowels that takes you through vowel modifications for each vowel sound. There's no way I can go in depth in that in this video. There's just not enough time. But basically, modifying vowels is when we make subtle adjustments to the vowel sound and to the shape of our mouth to make it easier to sing. Okay, so for example, in this song, we have a few E vowels, and that's one where everybody tends to spread wide, E, okay? So E is gonna modify to I. I'm gonna see, not see a victory, but see a victory, okay? That's what our mouth is gonna do. See how it goes along with the narrow mouth. An A vowel, we have a bunch of those in the song. Gonna, I'm gonna. We're gonna modify to as in the word book. Gonna see a victory, okay? I'm not gonna get into the other ones right now, but all this is written out for you so you can follow along and take those lessons in Discover Your Voice and Master Your Voice if you haven't yet, because then you'll understand all this more. But we're just gonna speak this out first and then we're gonna sing it, okay? Keep the mouth narrow, remember. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. And what helps a lot of people, especially as you go to sing it, is actually putting your fingers here to help remind you to keep the mouth narrow, okay? So this is original key of B flat. I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. It feels 100 times, 1,000 times better on my voice than I'm gonna see a victory. Even though this is not a super high key for me, it feels way better. There's way less tension on the vocal cords. Okay, let's take that up a key, because girls, you're probably gonna want this a little bit higher. I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm always keeping keeping that bit of open space inside the mouth, always keeping it narrow. Back down the key for, actually, let's just speak this out first, the bridge. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. Now we sing that. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. Up the key for the girls. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. Remember, put your fingers here. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. Feels so much better on my voice when I narrow my mouth. Try it out.